Hello, my name is Luke Nichols, and this is the My Life Outdoors YouTube channel. And no, you're not imagining things. This is not my YouTube channel. Some of you guys may have heard that Steven's wife was recently diagnosed with cancer. So right now, Steven's got a lot on his plate, taking care of his wife and his 4 kids. So I thought I might
there's
step
no
in
way
and do
this
a
shit
little
gotta be
YouTube video
clickbait,
for
right?
him, so he can worry about one thing at a time. And so here I
There's
am.
no way he
in the interior of
survived
Alaska
out
with
there in
no
the
tent,
fucking
no sleeping
snow
bag, and I'm going to be sleeping
with
in
no
the middle of
tent.
a snowstorm. I've got about 2 hours to build a shelter and gather enough firewood to last me 17 hours of darkness. Oh, and because this is Steven's channel, I will be doing a little bit of gear review along the way. So come along for the ride. It's going to be a good time.
Your destination is on the left.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. If y'all were to do this shit for $1 million, would you do this shit? Real shit. For $1 million, would you do this shit? You know what I'm saying? With no tent, nigga. No tent.
Man, I'm getting a late start today. It's almost 2 o'clock and the sun's gonna set at 4.
Bro, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Give the ice the old stomp test. The ice on creeks is really unpredictable. Some places it'll be feet thick and the other places it'll be super thin. Just kind of don't know. Oh, look at this. There's an otter right there. See him?
You said I wouldn't survive an hour?
Look at him.
Nigga, I'd survive an hour,
belly
nigga.
right
Fuck
there.
you talking about?
You can see where the water
I would survive at
pushed up
least
through the
3
ice,
hours
flowing
in the
across
fucking
the
snow,
top of the
man.
ice. Sketchy stuff, man. We don't want to be over
I'm a
there.
big ass nigga, so I got heat on.
The creek's
That
getting really
makes sense.
close to frozen over. You can tell right now that there's no dignified way to get down this hill. I've burned up a lot of time. It's getting close to sunset. I need to really find a place to camp. It's really hard to gather materials in the dark. Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just pack it up and leave,
gang.
gang.
You can see where a big birch tree just tipped over and its roots pulled up and made this wall of dirt. It's a great place to build your shelter. One, because it's a wall that I don't have to make. Another nice part is that area underneath the root ball. You know that's bare ground. And you can look at it and see what kind of dirt it is. It's a lot of clay and rocks. And birch trees don't grow in swamps. So I know if I build a fire here, it's not gonna thaw out a swamp and turn into a mud hole. There's just tons of dead wood around here. So plenty of fuel for a fire and materials for my shelter.
How the fuck can you make a fire with all that snow? Dead ass though. How? That shit looking like a blizzard out there, nigga. What is that? Is that a saw?
I thought I would do a little bit of gear review while I camp. If you guys are looking for a camp saw, hands down the best one on the market is the Agawa. This is the Boreal. They're just indestructible, high quality saws. I've had this thing for years. I only need to change the saw blade about once every year or two. There's a number of copycats out there now, but
what is bro gonna
saw?
saw? There's no way you sawing trees with that.
Creating custom
There's
clothing
no
labels
way
with
it's that
Tapstitch
strong.
is easy. Go to your branding tab.
It's hard to emphasize how much of a time crunch I'm in right now. I've got about 2.5 hours before it's
Snake
dark.
carrying that
So the
fucking
next 2
tree,
hours,
bro,
I need to
with
cut
one
enough wood to
arm?
build my shelter and supply my fire to keep me warm all night long. So what I do is I just gather all the wood I can, throw it in a pile near the shelter, and then if the sun goes down on me, I can sit there and work on it next to the fire instead of wandering around in the dark looking for trees I
Bro,
can't
look at his
see.
glasses, bro. This nigga can't even see. That's how cold it is.
That there's a lot of dead birch here. Birch trees burn a lot hotter and longer than spruce trees, so I'll need much less birch firewood than I would spruce. Tree came down and knocked my glasses off. Somewhere down here, I think.
I ain't gonna lie, it's cooked, bro. Pack it up, man. If you can't even see, bro, through
There
all
they
that
are.
fucking snow,
Yeah, they
man.
were really buried. All right, I'm gonna put them in my pocket. Well, the
Bro,
birch
I would
trees
never
make
do
good
this. I ain't gonna
firewood.
lie to you. I would
I
never
need
do
the
this
spruce
shit.
trees for my structure. I think I'm gonna cut that one down and that one.
Bro got bigger balls than me, man.
Tell you what, guys, it's getting dark quick. I need to put some vigor in my step. There's a couple nice dead trees.
Damn, that's a shit ton of fucking wood, man.
Whew. I need to get a fire going. It's getting dark. I am soaked through and the temperature's gonna drop here once the sun goes down. So I need a nice fire before I start freezing up. I gotta be really careful.
Nigga said before the sun comes down. Where's the sun?
Bury them so quick, and
I
then
don't
you
see
can't find
shit.
them, and then you're in real trouble. Let's get the snow out of here. Getting old, I keep having to put my glasses on my head. And I'll tell you what, it is really wet out here. All the wood is soaking and covered in ice. It can be really challenging to start a fire. So I'm gonna use one of these Duraflame fire starters. Really love these things. They're waterproof, windproof, they burn like the devil, and they're super duper light. They're about the same weight as styrofoam. And take a little stick and wrap some cotton ball around it. Kind of use it like a little torch. Oh, my hands are shaking.
Damn. No, that shit really burning.
I go through and knock all the limbs off the poles. The limbs and scrap pieces go in the fire. The parts I'm going to use to build my shelter, I lean up against the root ball, let those dry next to the fire so they're nice and warm and dry.
I ain't gonna lie, he only has 17 hours to do this shit. There's no way he completes that shit, bro.
I had my headlamp around my neck for when it gets dark, and a branch snagged it and shot my headlamp into the snow. And I see it flew around somewhere around here.
Okay, alright, first of all, why is this nigga not wearing gloves? It's cold as balls. And you ain't even got gloves on, bruh. Or a ski mask. And you took your glasses off. You're basically asking yourself to get cooked, bruh. Real shit.
Found it. Oh, that's a toasty fire. I'm gonna be sleeping tonight right where this fire is. All the dirt in this giant root ball and all the dirt underneath the fire is storing massive amounts of heat energy. And the more heat I can dump into the ground and into this root ball, the warmer I'm gonna sleep tonight. If you wanna stay warm when camping, what's underneath you makes a big difference. I'd rather sleep on warm ground without a sleeping bag than sleep on cold ground with a sleeping bag. It makes that much of a difference. All right, enough talking. I gotta keep processing these logs. I need a little snack break. I am exhausted and hungry. Haven't eaten since breakfast. Start drying my jacket. All right. I got myself a little lunch snack here. This is a gutuk. It's a native Alaskan dish. Sometimes it's called Eskimo ice cream. You take wild berries and raw fish, and you whip it up with snow.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to hate, bro. It seems like I've been hating this whole video. But what the fuck is that, bro? That's what you finna eat, bro? You're starving and you're cold as fuck, and you made that, bro? Are those oranges in there? My goodness. That is not no snack, Brody. That's not no snack, man.
Snow and Crisco and sugar. And I got some pilot bread. Shelf
Some
stable
what?
cracker that's really common up here in Alaska.
I've never heard of
Cold,
pilot
like
bread in my
it kinda
life,
froze
bro.
solid a little bit. But honestly, it's pretty good. It's not as fishy as you'd think. I thawed out the ground and heated up the root ball. Now I've moved the fire right here. Typically when I do this, I'd let that fire burn down against
Bro,
the
where the
root ball
fuck
for
is
like
bro
5,
gonna
6
sleep?
hours. But
That's
it's
what I
pretty
want to know.
mild
Where
tonight, so
is he
about
gonna
an hour and a
sleep,
half of
man?
burning should be all right. But now I need to go ahead and make my bed.
That's crazy. He gonna make his bed out of wood, bruh? He gonna sleep on fucking wood?
I'll tell you what, this shelter is really warm, but this bed is hard on the back.
My goodness, bro's gonna get mad splinters and shit. His back gonna be fucked up after this fucking video, bro. I know his back is fucked up after this video. There's no way. There's just no way, bro.
Forever? You got it.
The hell? Making a bed out of straight logs, man? Who the fuck would ever do that?
And I think if I get
I'd rather sleep on the snow. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit's more comfy than fucking wood.
Plus I can eat a few cranberries. Cranberries aren't the best to eat straight off the bush. They're pretty tart, but after the first frost or two, they taste a little better. Let's do it.
Okay, bro is just asking for pain at this point. This man is asking for pain.
That's definitely better. Oh yeah. A little lumpy though, but man, that is better. Man, that feels pretty darn good. And by using green branches, I'm much less likely to wake up in the middle of the night on fire. So that's important. Well, I'm getting old, so I brought a little bit of a luxury item with me. Brought myself a caribou hide. Caribou hides are really bulky, but they're very light. Probably the best.
That shit
animal
still
hide you
won't
can
help,
sleep on.
bro.
Oh, man, I'm tired. Oh, starting to snow again. I might pull a tarp out. I really don't want to get my bed wet. Just pretty basic, lightweight nylon tarp. I think QU makes it. Now I need to chop up some firewood. I need enough firewood to last me till sunup
Jesus,
at
how much
9 in the
wood you
morning.
finna
So,
chop, gang?
let's see, that's so about 15 hours.
So basically the whole video is you chopping up wood.
That wall helps reflect heat back
And
towards
barely
me,
getting any
so it
sleep.
makes the fire more efficient, and it also keeps
that's
the
the
wind
video,
from
that's
blowing
it.
the smoke into my shelter. So don't like getting smoked out in the middle of the night. Oh man, I need a rest. Really glad that it's not blowing too hard and I'm dried out for the most part. So
Chat, how long do
feeling
y'all
nice and
think it
toasty.
took for him to chop off all that damn wood?
I'll tell you what,
I'm
guys,
gonna say like
I
at
really
least
like these
8 to
hyperlight
10
bags.
hours, bro.
The
Chopping
hyperlight
up
bags
straight
are
fucking
not
wood.
the lightest bags
That's
on
just
the
me, though.
market, but they're
Alright?
close. But they're a heck of a lot more durable and a lot more comfortable than the lightest bags on the market. So if you want a functional bag that can hold a lot of gear, especially for winter camping, this is it.
That is a big ass bag, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, I brought a little thermometer along. We can see how much warmer it is in the shelter versus outside. So first I'm gonna put this outside. We'll let that sit and acclimate. And let's go get some snow. Lots of fresh snow to choose from.
What you getting snow for?
I think it's time to start making some dinner. Alrighty. I brought a moose steak from home. I think this is the last one I have. Got some potatoes, got some smoked salmon. Looks a little frozen, so I'm gonna stick it by the fire to warm up. And I brought along something special. This is a ball of pork fat. Now wait, hear me out. 6 months ago, I took this pork fat,
What the
I ground
fuck
it
is
up so it
that?
was nice and smooth, and I kneaded it into a ball. Then I chopped up
You're
a
gonna
whole bunch
eat
of
that?
basil, cilantro, and parsley, and I mixed it into this pork fat and added a ton of garlic salt. I did that 6 months ago, and the herbs inside it are still fresh. Pure fat is a natural preservative. If you coat something in lard, it doesn't go bad very quickly. I'm gonna use this to cook my steak, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a stew with it. But I am looking forward to this. Let's see. Oh, all of that snow melted down to just a couple cups.
Oh, use the snow to make some water. Okay. To boil some water. My bad, chat.
All right, got some bread flour and yeast in a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna add some warm water. By tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have bread dough. I'm gonna have fresh bread for my breakfast. You just add bread flour and yeast. Don't even need to measure it. Put a small dash, put a big spoonful, doesn't matter. Once it's mixed up pretty good, I just stick it somewhere where it won't freeze, and it'll be ready by tomorrow morning. I'm gonna cook some of this mousse like a steak, and some of it I'm gonna put in my stew. If you're looking for healthy, high protein foods, it's hard to beat mousse. A while ago, I got tired of putting all my condiments and spices in little camping bottles, and I ended up just going on Amazon.com, and you can get the little things of spices and condiments that you get at, 7-Elevens and restaurants and stuff. It saves me so much time and energy. It's lighter too. I made this thing a couple years ago. It's just a piece of weldable sheet metal that I went and seasoned like you would cast iron. Works really good. I add the moose meat. I use a little bit of this lard to grease my pan. Throw in some potatoes.
Again, bro, where are the gloves, man? Where are the gloves? You feel me? How you just gonna flip a steak with no gloves?
I'm not moving around as much as I used to. Yeah, that feels better. I should go check on the thermometer. 25 degrees Fahrenheit or -5 degrees Celsius, so not very cold. Not too bad. Let's see what temperature it is in the shelter. Right there next to my bed. Look at that, it's about 55 degrees Fahrenheit, 6 degrees Celsius. I wouldn't call it hot, but it's certainly a lot warmer than out there in the snow. All right. I'm gonna put a
You gonna put that shit in there?
Here, and it'll thicken up the soup, make it a little bit more like a stew. The smoked salmon's from my buddy John up in Nome. Man, he makes some killer smoked salmon. Oh, that smells amazing. Look at that. Woo.
That does not look amazing.
That is not bad.
And that shit is pink.
Shabby. I didn't ruin it.
That steak is pink, bruh. Damn.
Moose steak, moose and potato stew, smoked salmon, and pilot bread. We're leaning heavy into
Yeah,
the Alaskan
he likes this
food
shit
theme.
bloody, bruh.
Moose is good. That stew is really good. That turned out really well. Oh, all the herbs and garlic flavor in there and the fat. Oh man, that is good. I'd love to try doing that stew again with like a rabbit or a ptarmigan or something. Man, that'd be so good.
Not gonna lie, bro. I can't do what he do, man.
That was a
This
lot
nigga is dead ass real life Tarzan,
chocolate-covered
bro.
almonds just to leave a nice taste in my mouth.
See, that I can eat.
Tell you what, guys, another product I like a lot is these Solomon Tundras. They're rated to -20 and they're built like a hiking boot. So if you want something you can hike in, you can snowshoe in, but you need it for serious cold too, these things are hard to beat. There's warmer boots on the market and there's better hiking boots on the market. But if you need a warm hiking boot, not much else. They've held up really well too. I've had them for about 2 or 3 years. I'm constantly standing in the fire and kicking stuff. They haven't caught on fire yet. Oh, need to go do the dishes before this freezes.
How the hell you gonna do the dishes, bro? Oh, that's how you gonna do the dishes. Why can't you just wait till you get home, man? You don't need to use snow, bro.
Now that I'm done cooking,
you don't know what's in that
soaked
snow.
up the fire and temperature's gone up nicely. It says now the shelter's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius, so it's cozy.
So I'm guessing he's gonna sleep for like
I'm gonna take
2 hours and then call it.
Busting out one of my favorite products. These are adhesive body warmers from Hot Hands. The side that's not facing the fire is always a little bit cold, so I put one of these on my lower back. It helps keep me warm. Got gloves drying. Well, I'm tired, full, warm, and dry. It's time to get some sleep. Other than that otter, I haven't seen any signs of any animals, so I think it's just gonna be me tonight. But I think it's time to go to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Bro barely got any sleep, man.
Woke up and my wood pile was on fire. I'm gonna go back to sleep. Oh, well, good morning. Tell you what, this shelter was an absolute success. It was so toasty warm and my back doesn't hurt.
What? You say your back doesn't hurt? Look at your face, dog. Look at his face. Talking about his back doesn't hurt. I know bro want to get out of there already, bro. Damn. Yeah, I can never do this shit, Chad. I ain't gonna lie.
It was so toasty warm and my back doesn't hurt. Having the twigs is a little bit of a spring, and the caribou hide made all the difference in the world. Also helps that it was pretty warm last night. I think it only got down to like 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been snowing on and off all night long. So I put my pot down here and been catching water that's been melting off my shelter. Well, I think I need to get up and start getting some breakfast made. Our bread dough's looking pretty good. Got a little jar full of powdered tang. If you guys grew up in the 90s, or if you live in Alaska, you probably know what tang is. But hot tang is very much a thing here. Hot tang in a cow horn mug with substantial amounts of ash floating in it. Oh, that's hot. Add a little snow. I really like this mug. I made it out of a cow horn. Super easy. It's not the most practical backpacking cup, but it looks awesome.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it.
I don't know what bro is drinking, but yeah, man, he's not human.
All right,
He's not human, bro.
Some little packets of honey here. Warm campfire bread with melted butter and honey. It's amazing. Every time I think about campers eating instant oatmeal for breakfast, it makes me sad. Well, this has been a great trip and a great shelter, but I need to pack up and get out of here. And I'm a little worried that my car is buried. It snowed a lot more than the weatherman was suggesting, and I might have some difficulty getting my car out of that parking lot, especially if the plow buried me. That'll be fun to see what happens. Well, if you guys have enjoyed this video, I hope you'll check out more of the videos here on this YouTube channel. Steven's done a great job making some awesome gear review and gear testing videos. I have bought more than one tent because of Steven's reviews. But Steven and his family have a lot on their plate right now, and I think it would mean a lot to them if we showed our support by clicking that subscribe button and watching a few of those videos. But I think it's time to get this place cleaned up. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have just left that shit there. I would have just taken my shit and left, bro. I would have let the fire go,
hike
bro.
Back to the car and see if I can get it out of that parking lot.
His car is good, bro. He's
About
tripping.
8 inches of snow more than when I walked in. It's a little bit trickier. Made it.
Damn. No, that's kind of, that nigga had to fucking use a shovel to get that shit out. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Camping is not for me, dog. Chad, I don't think camping is for you either, bro. I don't think any of y'all could do this shit. Real shit.
It's kind of hard to see where the road is and where the ditch is. So I put my shovel right on the edge of the ditch.
Jesus.
So I know I have to drive to the right of the shovel. Turn on all-wheel drive, turn off traction control, and give it lots of gas. Whew. Old Kia didn't let me down. Well, that's about it. I'm heading home. Make sure to check out more videos from the My Life Outdoors YouTube channel. I'll see you guys later. Hello?
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, chat. Yeah, this nigga, he's not human, bro. He's not human. That's literally what I got from this video, bro. Like, this nigga can calmly just make a wooden bed in the fucking snow in the middle of nowhere. Bro, that mindset is insane, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, real shit. That's insane. I don't think anyone can do what he do, bro. Real shit. I'm being dead ass, cause that's just damn, bro. Like, so this nigga just be making videos of him just basically struggling, bro. Outdoor. Nah, I can never. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you didn't, bro, spam L reacts. You know what I'm saying? If you did, spam W reacts, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, me boozo out, bro. Me boozo out.